Instagram. This is one of the first quotes that I've posted since I was doing this challenge for myself to post a quote every day. So this one goes: focus on one strategy or pattern, then spend time with the chart. It will speak to you. You'll start seeing things unfolding like magic. Journal everything. That is your edge. With these sessions and my training sessions and mentorships, basically I'm trying to help you guys understand the thought process of a trader, the development step by step. When I say focus on one strategy, this is not just something that's coming from thin air. It's something that I've experienced. I know um, the hardships that comes with combining patterns, supply and demand, SMC, indicators, and all of that. You get to a point, this point that we call decision fatigue or analysis paralysis, rather, whereby you now can't really make a decision because you've got all these different elements telling you different things and you can't pick one. So for me, supply and demand has always been invaluable. And journaling, you need to journal, you need to know when you're doing things wrong and when you're doing them right. That is how you develop an edge, basically. It's not something that comes in a book or a mentor that can give you. I think everyone's edge is different. We might learn the same strategy, but the times that we trade, the kind of pairs that we're comfortable with, or the asset class that you're comfortable with, it's just going to be different from person to person. Um, let's see. All right, perfect. There's a question there. All right. So, yeah, today's watch list, we are going to look at the dollar index. Obviously, we're going to look at GBP USD, USD ZAR, of course, that we saw yesterday. I'm also going to post a free setup, of course, even today on Instagram and our Facebook page. We're going to look at GBP CHF. We're going to look at USD CHF. We're going to look at the NASDAQ. We're going to look at gold, German 30 or German 40. And lastly, Ethereum. I think we have a good balance of almost all the kind of markets. Tokyo's saying this setup is going very well. Absolutely, my brother. Just waiting. We're just waiting. My entry point is at 18 straight 18.00 with US dollar South African rand. Thank you so much for participating, for being here, for being active in the chat. We like that. And whenever you have a chance, please share this with friends and family so that we grow and get to help as many people as possible. Right? As always, once again, we're gonna have a look at trading economics. Let me refresh that page to see what our headlines for today. UK inflation rate steady at 2%. It will be interesting to see how. Welcome, Mazwi. Welcome, mate. It will be interesting to see how the pound reacts to those news on the inflation rate being steady at 2%. We've got the Bank of Indonesia holding rates steady as well. Tech pushes European bounces lower, so the euro is basically taking a dump. We'll look at that. Bitcoin top $65,000 as ETFs inflows accelerate. And yesterday the news was saying that was driven by the failed assassination attempt rather on Trump. China stocks retreat. The Chinese economy is really shrinking, and it'll be interesting to see how China's trading partners like your Australia, Japan, New Zealand reacts to that. Singapore NODX falls more than expected. The Singapore 9 oil domestic exports shrank by 8.7%. So that is going to have an impact on oil. Speaking of New Zealand inflation at 3-year low in Q2. So that is something to consider. Mazui has his hand raised up. What's up, mate? This is a live chat. You're welcome. What's good? or you were just saying hi, please type on the comment section. I really can't hear you. I'm still working on the audio. I tried to update my Zoom, but it seems like I didn't win. Just type in the chat, my brother. Just saying hi. I'm doing well, brother. All praises to the Most High God. I'm doing well. Thank you. Right. Let us look at the Forex Factory calendar now to see what is scheduled to come out on the macroeconomic news. We just look at this so that we understand why the markets maybe will behave erratically at certain points in time. So we had our CPI yesterday, Canadian CPI, the Canadian dollar reacted. I'm still in a trade, USDCAD doing well for me for now. It was not based on the news, by the way, the trade. It was based on supply and demand. It was just based on buyers and sellers. That is what I look at, order flow, yeah? Today being a Wednesday, earlier on at 12:45, I was analyzing the market at this point. We had the New Zealand CPI 8.4, which is less than the forecast, also less than the previous value. So the CPI is going down. CPI is basically consumer price index. We can have a look at that. This is how you read the news. You just come to the folder, it will tell you. So this measures the change in price of goods and services purchased by consumers. If the actual is greater than the forecast, it is good for the currency. In this case, the actual was less than the forecast. It was also less than the previous value, which has a chance of being bad for the New Zealand dollar. We're going to see that as we jump onto the charts. This morning, we had inflation. CPI is basically part of inflation as well. Inflation news coming from the UK, as seen from our trading economics. The inflation steadies at 2%. Later on during the day, FOMC member Wella will be speaking. This is not high impact news. And tomorrow we have more news on the Aussie and the like. We're going to have a look at that tomorrow. Let us jump onto the charts. As I've said, we have the DXY. Sorry, we have the DXY to look at GBP CHF, GBP USD, NAS 100, gold, German 30, and Ethereum. So let us go ahead and look at the charts. I think you still remember from yesterday when I said I can't trade here because this is fair value. I do not know what's happening here, and it seems like the dollar index is searching for lower prices. We will pay attention to that. So this means if you go to your USD JPY, USD CHF, you ought to be looking for selling opportunities than buying opportunities, right? So with that said, we're still bearish on this thing on the dollar index. What we are going to look at now, it is USD CHF. Hopefully it is on my watch list. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go back here. USD CHF must be somewhere here. Okay, it's not part of the watch list. Let's just go ahead and search for it here. If you have a particular pair that you'd like us to look at, also put it in the comment section. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys showing up for these sessions. It means a lot to me. I hope you are deriving a lot of value from it. So USD CHF, as you can see, ladies and gents, we are bearish on a monthly. Let's check on a weekly. How are we doing? We are bearish as well. Let's check on a daily. How are we doing? We are bearish as well on the DXY. So USD CHF, yes, we are bearish on the DXY as well. So for me, yeah, we need to be looking for selling opportunities. I would basically target these lows on a sell. In terms of the buy, I would be in terms of the sell, I would be looking for it somewhere in this area. Let us step down to a lower time frame now to see what is happening. First things first, I'd like to see the week, how the week is trading. Geez, I always go through this. I do not know why. Whenever I have to go to 4 hour, it shows me this asset class. All right, great. Let's try this again. 4 hour. There we go. Right. So there is our chart of USDCHF. So, before we can even draw anything, I think from here, um, I think from here you guys can already tell what's going on. Sorry, someone is asking for the link of for the live trading sessions. Okay, let me just copy that. Um, just a second, ladies and gents. There we go. Hopefully she's gonna join us any minute now, right? She's already crying. I don't think she has missed out on much, right? So today is so what did we open in the week? We opened somewhere here. So I'd like to mark that as well. So yep, we opened here on the weekly. So we'll see what's happening. So let us step down to 2 hours now. 2 hour time frame. And there we go. We have an area of supply up here. I'd consider this is a rally base drop, and the drop was quick enough. We still have some other areas of supply above that, but I would like to consider this one because it is the one that is nearest to current market price. Right? The market is going down. So you see, one of the biggest mistakes that traders make. All right. Mazwi wants us to look at Euro AUD. We will, my brother, definitely. I think on the second session of this live session, brother. So let me remove those lines. They were just there to give me some sort of a guidance. So I'll leave the weekly open and the target. So yeah, here we are. We have an area there that we can focus on as far as looking for selling opportunities on USDCHF. Perfect. So we have that supply there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. So what are we anticipating now? So what we are waiting for is for price to come back there from current market price down there. Once again, there's something that I mentioned yesterday. Some people would be like, why can't I just take the buy while waiting for the sell? You are on the wrong side of the trade. Remember, we're looking for selling opportunities here because the daily, the weekly, and the monthly are bearish. So we need to follow that direction as well. I hope that is clear. Does anyone have any questions about USDCHF? If there are no questions, I'm going to move on to the next one. Let's look at GBP USD. GBP USD. Let's look at GBP USD. There we go. Must have GBP USD here. Cable. GBP USD is also called cable. If you want to know why, it is because it started when there was a connection, I think in the Atlantic Ocean, if I'm not mistaken, that connected the US. It's a communication cable for the markets. It connected the US and the UK. It was an underground cable that goes under the sea. Right. Once again, let's go on a monthly. Let me remove any drawings that we might have had earlier on so that everything is clear. There we go, full screen mode. Hope you guys are happy about that. We are bullish on a monthly. Yeah, let's check. Sorry, let's check on a weekly then. Trying to rush through this. I do not know how much time we have left. Right, we're bullish on a weekly. Oh, shucks. I think I sent this person the wrong link. I'm sure it took you guys some time to join this one today as well. Apologies on that. Copy link. Yeah, I'm sure she's frustrated now, but she's gonna join us soon. All right, there we go. All right, back to it. I'm sorry, gentlemen, ladies and gents. Hopefully Fundile will join us just now. Okay, where was I? Yes, on a weekly, we are bullish GBP USD. Let us check on a daily. How are we doing? We're bullish as well. So, in terms of GBP USD, so this is Wednesday, Tuesday, this is Monday. So on Monday, we opened somewhere here. Let's step down to a 4-hour. I'd like to see how we are trading on the week. There we go. Just write this message. It's this one. So I try to schedule the meetings so that they're recurring meetings every week. Unfortunately, my Zoom then decided to update. So I have to send a couple of people the right links. Oh, shucks. Okay, copy link. And boom, there we go. All right, look at that. Huge buyer here, right? Look at this. There's a huge buyer who came in here. Okay. Huge buyer that came in here. So normally the mistake that traders make when it comes to this is that they'll be looking to buy somewhere here. But then where are you going to place your stop loss? Down here. And where are you going to be targeting to take profit? Probably somewhere here. That's how people get a 1:1, 1:2. And I'm able to get those 1:10, 1:5, 1:8, depending on the setup. I do not force it. I just wait for the market to give me what it can give me, basically. Right. So let's step down to 2 hours time frame to see if we can get some sort of opportunity here. So previously I had marked this area. I'm still looking at it because this looks like fair value. However, after the market broke this high, I'm interested in where did this buyer get into the market. So more is looking for that big player. More is looking for that big player. And once again, I do not trade like the banks. I cannot trade like the banks. What I can do is monitor their footprints. So we have a demand here. Let me remove the old one. We have a demand level here, and I'll be waiting for price to come back here and push higher. It is that's I simplify things. My strategy is simple for one reason. Because I spend so much time worrying about the risk. Also, I have other interests in other businesses, so I do not have time to be watching my chart at every minute of the day because I'm waiting for it to break this line and all of that. No, I just use supply and demand, look at the direction of the orders, where are the orders going, right? So there we have it on GBP USD. I'm gonna go on a daily so that I can see where can I target, right? I think I can target 1.3470. So let's go back to a smaller time frame for us to see the potential risk reward ratio. There is another thing, ladies and gentlemen, your language. The language is very important because it's going to determine how you fare through this industry. I know a lot of people will be like, it has to do this. I've got 10 years experience in this industry, but I still don't speak like that because I understand that I do not control the markets, right? All I can do is identify certain footprints and then act accordingly and manage my risk, which is very, very important to me. Always managing the risk. So here we can have an easily 1:7. If you want to be tight with the stop loss, probably you can squeeze in even a 1:10. There you go, right? But apply your own discretion. According to me, I'll put it here. Getting a 1:6 is not a problem. Do not force things, right? Targeting 1.30740 for GBP USD. I hope that makes sense, ladies and gents. Let us step down to the next one on our watch list. That would be GBP CHF. Any questions? Let me check the chat box. Mazu says, I want to start trading challenge account, like I want to buy an account from the prop firm. What is your suggestion about that? I think that will help me and teach me how to risk and grow a trading with the trading experience. That is good, Mazu. Please text me that on my personal number. You have my personal number. If anyone wants to chat with me, there is the number. The number is available, sorry, on the pinned message in on Telegram. So just get in touch with me there, mate. I'll respond to you and probably offer some advice on how to navigate that. Also, if you want to open a trading account, I'm gonna share some links on the group as well, because our sponsor, UTrader, amazing broker, an offshore broker that I'm using, crypto-based, instant deposits and withdrawals, and the best trading conditions in terms of your spreads and commissions. Do open an account, try it out, and let me know what you think. If you deposit a minimum of $200, you'll be able to get 100% bonus. Otherwise, you can deposit it as little as $30. That is fine. Okay. GBP CHF. With GBP CHF, it looks like it's dropping. It's dropping very hard. Let us see what we have here on a monthly. On a monthly, we're bullish. The reason I brought this one up is that so that we can understand the idea of following the higher time frame. Yeah. We are bullish on a monthly. Let's check the weekly. Jeez, I always get this. Forgive me, guys, once again. GBP CHF, right? Let's see. Oh yeah. Wait. Yes, we're bullish. Yeah, we're bullish on a monthly. We should be bullish on a weekly as well. Let's go. We're bearish on a weekly, but we did open bullish and market was pushing a bit higher. So let me mark the weekly open. Let us see how are we doing on a daily. So the monthly is bullish, the weekly is bearish, and the daily is bearish. What do we do in such a case? So normally I do not trade markets like this because there is no agreement in the higher time frames. So I always want to find that agreement so that I know that I'm on the right side of the trade. You know, one would say, why not follow the monthly time frame? I think that's the best thing to do. And where is a potential area? I think right here around 1.1, 1.1, 5, 150, around these levels, these daily levels. I would wait for it to come back here also because there's that big player that came in here. So I would wait to buy here. In terms of selling opportunities, I wouldn't take any right now because the higher time frame disagrees. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Give me a thumbs up in the chat box if that makes sense. So what do we have next? NAS 100. Let's look at NAS 100. Right, NAS 100. The top 100 tech companies from in the US. Yeah, let's look at that. Delete any drawings that we might have had previously. Let's check on the monthly. How are we doing? So we have 10 minutes on this session. We're gonna rush quickly through that, and we're gonna do another 15 minutes for Q&As just to complete the 1 hour of the session. We're gonna join on a link that I'm gonna send on the group as well. All right. So now we have NAS 100, gold, German 30, and Ethereum, which I'm hoping that we are going to get through in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. Fantastic. So we are bullish on a monthly on US 100. Let us look at Let us look at how are we doing here with yeah, on a weekly, we're bearish. So that is what I was talking about the other time. Just recently, by the way, when I was looking at GBP-CHF, we have the monthly bullish and the weekly bearish. Highly likely the daily is bearish as well, as you can see. So one would say, once again, let's follow the monthly time frame. Absolutely, I agree 100%. I am looking to buy NASDAQ when it gets to 19,800. Right now, let everybody lose money. I'm going to come in here. Why? If you're trading SMC, this is where we broke that structure, yeah? This is exactly where we broke that structure. So I'm hoping that makes sense to those that are trading SMC. So with NASDAQ, I am waiting for it to come here and push up. Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? I do not know. What I'm going to do is place my buy limit at this area and wait for price to act accordingly. Now, targeting the highs, I think I can get a pretty good risk reward ratio here. Even if I target this high here, 1:6, 1:7, if I start forcing things. But I think that is a good return. Imagine risking 2% of your account here, you can easily make 14%. That is how we apply risk management to our trading. And the strategy that we follow allows us to take trades that have a risk reward ratio of 1:5 or more. You can do 1:3, but 1:5 works for me because I only need to have a 30% win rate and I'm good to go. I'll be profitable. Look at my bottom line, look at my statement. I'll be profitable at the end of the month. Right, done with that. Let us check on gold. Let's look at how gold is doing. Once again, remove any drawings that we might have. Let's start on a monthly time frame. As always, we're bullish on a monthly. Let's see what's happening on a weekly. We're bullish as well on a weekly. Let's see what's happening on a daily. Sorry. Bullish on a daily as well. Personally, I'll be looking to buy gold somewhere here, right? Once again, look to the left. This, if you're trading order blocks, this is the order block that broke structure. But for me, it's supply and demand. I do not need the order blocks and stuff like that. I just need understand where supply will be and where demand will be. And this is a perfect rally base rally. So stepping down to probably lower time frames to refine your entry now. Yep, we have something solid here. So I'll be looking to get in somewhere here. Okay, if we're going to be targeting the current highs as well in gold, let's look at the risk reward ratio. So risk reward ratio is one of the things that makes my trade make sense. You can get a 1:5 by any means. I'm going to take this one. It's perfect for me. Okay, any questions, ladies and gents? We're rushing through this so that we have enough time to check the other pairs. Let us look at German 30. Let's look at German 30. Boom, there we go. It's now German 40. 10 more companies have been added to the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. This is the index for the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. German stock. It's a German index, just like NAS 100, just like JSE 40 in here in South Africa, right? Once again, starting on a monthly, let us see what is happening there. Hope you guys are benefiting from this. Let me know in the chat section. Let me know if you're gaining something here. We're bullish on a monthly. Let's see what's happening on a weekly.